Okay,
So, the first thing I want to ask you about was, the relationship to hierarchy. Is there a willingness to voice opposition, or will people go along with what the bosses said?
see, earlier, I would say like 2000 and all those years. I mean,
Right.
when we were in 95s and 2000 and all, the people never used to speak out. Like, whenever the bosses say something, yes, it comes in and that's the final. So, very few people used to voice. I mean, like, there were some people who used to talk, but if they talk also, it was not taken in the right spirit. So, it was not going that positive. But now the things are changing. Definitely, there are, whenever you voice, and if it's a proper suggestion and it's taken in the right spirit, the things are changing. I mean, definitely it is changing a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there is still an acceptance.
That is there. That is still there. Yes.
There is a natural.
Absolutely.
And the other part is about, people speak, people within the organization, people who have been in the organization a longer time. Are they treated differently from people who are people who have joined later?
That definitely makes a lot of difference. Where the people who are there for long term, I mean, whenever they put up something, it's taken positively. Because what happens is that the experience definitely counts, and the trust is built. The bonding is very much there. Say a person who has put in a 5-6 years of his total tenure in that company makes a lot of difference. And yes, it is.
So what does this mean for someone? Now I'm trying to broaden this. I'm trying to make it a more general comment. But for someone coming to India, what do you feel is necessary? Do they have to, suppose they're coming to do business, is homework necessary? How do you come to understand your collaborators or the people you're working with? What is the best way to do that? Because I don't think things are spelt out in that kind of detail here.
That's true, but when you are coming in and when you are meeting the partners and when you meet the people itself, the body language itself makes a lot of difference when you meet the person in front.
Right.
And the way you put the things and the way you get the feedback. I mean, yes, some homework is 100% required. I would say that if in case you are coming for a collaboration and all, you should have at least the basic survey done. That is like, from the ROC you get the full details of the company. From the market you understand what the company is. You get a good amount of information from the market if it's a market player.
Right.
How this company is, who is the MD, what is he doing, what is his background, whether he is a clean guy. You can have a clear check. From the exchanges you get a lot of information nowadays. And you know that this organization, if in case it's a finance company, I'm talking about that part.
Yes.
Or any other company you say from the ROC, today you get all the information of the company. But only ROC is not the base. But some survey definitely is to be done. Once you do that and then you sit in front of that person, yes, you get a lot of information from that person. I mean, you understand what he is talking because you have the basic homework done already.
Right.
So you know whether he is going on the same lines or there is some shift or something different.
But that is up for you. You have to read the situation accordingly, right?
Yeah.
You have to read it.
Yes, you have to read it. Whoever the person is coming in, and when he has got the basic survey done, basic idea of that person, of the company, of the organization, and of the people around him, so you know that exactly this is what is happening.
Would you think that it makes sense? Do you think you can take things on face value in India?
No, I don't think you should take anything on face value. The main important thing is whenever anyone is there in front of you, the first thing what you should do is at least do some homework. Get the background of that person. And it's very easy in India today to get the background. If it's a market guy, you get the whole lot of information from the market. Get the details of the company from the register of companies where you are supposed to just pay some amount. I mean, like, there's some 500 or $1,000 which you pay and you get a lot of information about the company. And do a proper homework so that you know exactly, just prepare a questionnaire sort of a thing, like, what you should know about this person, about the company, over and above the regulatories and the compliance issues. So then you get a fair amount of idea where when you sit face to face with that person, you have already done your homework. So then you know exactly when you are talking to the person, what is he coming out with.
If you're a foreigner, does it make sense to have someone who's an Indian who's working with you?
Yes, I think it will make a lot of difference. If that person from India is there with you, he at least understands the thing. He knows, yes, these are the places, these are the people where you have to deal with. And it's a very smooth and good exercise. I mean, like if the person is there, Indian is there along with you, it will help a lot.
Okay. Can you talk a little more of what it is to work with Indian colleagues? What should you look out for? You know, if there's a foreigner coming in, what should they be looking out for? Should they encourage people to speak up? You know, is it, you know, are people willing to work with them? Do they treat them differently? What are the things that they need to consider? Okay. So I wanted to ask you about, you know, what it is to work with Indians. There is a perception that Indians, that you have to be extremely diplomatic, and would you agree? I mean, is that something when you're talking to people that you have to be careful about what you say things? And the second point is, even if that is true, can you work to change that, or is that the way that things will remain?
No, as far as people are concerned, people are very sensitive as far as Indians are concerned. And it takes some time to get to know the person very well. Now, it goes like the aggressiveness, if you push something down the line, I mean, it becomes very tough. A friendly atmosphere and, like, you know, going along with the people makes a lot of difference in getting the things done much faster. I mean, that makes a lot of difference. I mean, like, instead of the aggression, the friendship and cool, you know, get together sort of a thing, and, you know, mixing along with the people, talking to them freely, asking them to speak whatever is there in their mind. They may not speak out fully, because in Indian culture it's like, you know, okay, if I say something and if it is not taken positively, everyone thinks like, you know, it may hit me anywhere. I mean, like, you know, they are very cautious about the future, because as far as Indian mentality is concerned, people are very cautious about, you know, the plans, the future. They don't want to lose a job for, you know, any small things, because already they have gone for loans and all those stuff, so they don't take a risk. They don't speak out, because they feel like, you know, if they speak out and the person doesn't accept it and it fires back, then it's a problem.
So it's not, the work culture is not a neutral one.
No,
it is not something that people feel they have to be careful about.
Careful, yes.
Okay.
So if you go into a friendly atmosphere, yes, people may come out with their ideas and give you suggestions, and
so you have to build up trust.
Yes.
Trust has to be
will make a, yes.
It's not accepted as
at par. No.
No. Okay. So that, okay. What do you? One minute. I mean, what are working with foreigners? What are the things that the foreigners need to keep in mind when working in India? If they're setting up a collaboration, or they're working now, they've established a relationship in India, what do they need to keep in mind?
So the main important thing as far as India is concerned is people. It's very difficult in India today to get the right people. If you get the right people, you have done more than 50% of your job. Today, if you see that there are people who, you get a good amount of people, but there is heavy shell-outs. You have to pay a big salary to get people, but still you don't know whether you are getting the right people, because right people is the thing which I would say that difficult to get. But if you get it, yes, they are very hard worker and they put in everything. But as I said earlier also, you need to be close to them, work along with them to get the maximum out of them. Once you build that bonding and the trust in that person, and especially nowadays, as far as Indian, I mean, I will see that, you know, as far as Indian is concerned, not nowadays, as far as Indians are concerned, if you take care of their family, like, you know, you have an insurance policy, you have a Mediclaim and all those stuff, which helps a lot. I mean, people feel like, you know, yes, we are taken care of, our family is taken care of. This makes a lot of difference. Yes, then they feel like, you know, yes, now this is the place where I should work, where I am getting all the benefit, my family is taken care of. Tomorrow if something happens to me, their company is there. That feelings helps a lot. That's what Indians normally think about, and it goes on.